What's up everyone, Vu of Envu Films back with another video, and today I'm filming this current video with my GoPro Hero 11, and I'm also wearing one which I'll switch to in a second so I get to the business of fishing. I usually use the GoPro to film fishing videos for my fishing channel, and I'm sure all of you noticed the 1,669,2999 videos on YouTube of the new Insta360 Go 3 or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I want to tell you, don't buy that piece of trash, and don't let the 18 trillion YouTuber videos that are sponsored and saying all these good things about it convince you to buy it, because you probably don't need it, and if you buy it, you're probably not going to use it. Yeah, so I follow Philip Bloom on Facebook, and he got one from Insta360 as a sponsored video, and he decided not to make a video. He denied the sponsorship because there's a bunch of issues he's been having with the camera, and he didn't really have too many positive things to say about it, so he decided he didn't want to do a sponsored video. Good on him, but what does that tell you about all these other YouTube videos that were sponsored to do a video on the Insta360 Go 3? So I'm gonna switch over to my chest cam, go about my business, and we'll discuss further. Now I am on my GoPro chest cam, and if y'all care, I'm fishing on my BFS setup, casting reel, and yeah, just go and see if there's some snakehead out here willing to bite, if you know what that even is. But anyway, so what do you use action cameras for? Clearly, in my case, I'm using it to capture my point of view of fishing for my fishing channel. Or you're going to ride your bike, or you're going to do other action related things with your camera, and likely sometimes you're out here for a long time, not just an hour, not just a few moments of the day. You're out there all day long, and you're going to need to change batteries. And the Insta360 last allegedly like 170 minutes, but that is under probably what settings? Is it the high setting? I filmed the GoPro Hero 11 on the highest possible settings. Pretty much I film it in its open gate mode, which is called full frame mode, and that thing is straight up 5.3K 10-bit 420, I believe, as max as you get it. And hey, the battery runs out in about 45 minutes, but a lot of times it overheats by 30. So I always carry this battery pack with usually 3 batteries in it, and when it overheats, I switch out the batteries and it gets going again. And every time it overheats, it'll stop recording, and I'll just switch the batteries out, and it'll keep going, and it'll last me a solid 4 hours of the day, no problems. Obviously, if I'm going for a longer trip, I'll probably prepare a little better. But as you can see, I need a lot of batteries, and when you're dealing with the Insta360, when you're dealing with the Insta360 Go 3, it has a built-in battery. It's going to run out, and everyone says, oh well, after you run out of battery, you could put it on that little screen case. But then the screen case also needs to be charged. So the 170 minutes is including that little screen case. So that's my issue. The other issue is the footage looks like absolute trash, and people could say, oh well, it looks good, it looks good enough for it looks great, whatever. What are they talking about? Like, I have an issue with action cameras where I'm so accustomed to working on my FX3, Sony a7S III, ZVE1, and then when I see the footage of the freaking GoPro Hero 11, which is the best image quality in terms of action cameras that you could get, I want to throw up. But I use it because obviously it's the best POV camera that I have at my disposal. And if you do like the subscription, if you're a GoPro subscription member, it's like $50 a year or something. And the GoPro, I believe, is like $350. The the Insta360 Go 3 is an absolute ripoff. At 128 gigabytes is like $400, which I think is a complete waste of money. And I think, you know, you could probably buy other cameras, maybe even a DJI Action 2 that pretty much does the same thing with better image quality. And yeah, that's what I would go for if I was needing, you know, that kind of form factor, you know, that small of a camera. But if you're going to be going out shooting action and you want to make sure you have like the best possible image quality, the ability to switch out batteries if there's overheating, there's ways to mitigate that by, again, switching out the batteries, you know, opening up the cage, and, you know, whatever it is you got to do, you're probably going to want to get something like a GoPro. Unfortunately, guys, no matter how much innovation you see in these new cameras these days, these new action cameras these days, the only thing that's really working, the only thing that you know for sure that is going to be consistently working for you is the GoPro. You know that, in my case, I know that it'll probably overheat in about 30 minutes. And I know that if I switch out the batteries, it'll start working again. So, you know, as expected, as I go about my day, you know, I just know that those are things I'm gonna have to battle with. And in terms of like stability, it has not really frozen on me. I've never had an SD card issue with it. I actually dunked it in water by mistake with an audio attachment on there. So that means it wasn't waterproof, and it shut off. And I thought the GoPro was dead, but it's still alive. So it's a very tough camera. And if you're interested in a Insta360 Go 3 type of camera, unfortunately, I would still go with either DJI Action or a GoPro Hero 11. I'm telling you, I've never seen more YouTuber debag videos in one day than I did yesterday when the Insta360 Go 3 was announced. It's quite ridiculous. Everyone was deep-throating the image quality. Everyone was deep-throating the innovation. This is the future of video cameras. Come on now, you got to be kidding me. Complete bull. It's complete BS. But yeah. Anyways, that is it for today, guys. A little short rant for today. Until next time. Lighten up. Hi, man. What you doing? Just getting my camera ready for when I go fishing. It's a GoPro Hero 11. Oh my god, GoPro, it's right. If you want to be the best, if you want to be professional, you need to get the Insta360 Go 3. Why would I do that? I value the best image quality possible out of a camera in this form factor. And the GoPro Hero 11 does 4K 60, it does 10-bit, it has a full frame mode that lets you use the whole sensor, and you can reframe later, especially run and gun, you don't know what you're filming. Insta360 Go 3, it does much better than GoPro. How is the Insta360 Go 3 better than the GoPro Hero 11? Let me show you. Because every YouTuber on the planet except for me got one for free and says so? Bro, 95% of those YouTubers aren't even going to use that camera, and they're recommending it. Sign up for my how to recommend a camera you don't use masterclass. Only $29.99.